The boundaries of congressional districts are redrawn state by state every 10 years after the census. The Constitution requires it to maintain representative democracy. Now, the task usually falls to state legislatures, and so, no surprise, partisanship can take over. When you intentionally carve up districts for one side's advantage, it's called gerrymandering. The widespread and currently legal practice allegedly minimizes the voting power of ethnic groups, critics say, by literally clumping them together on a congressional district map. 7 states are now in litigation over gerrymandering: Alabama, Arizona, Maryland, North Carolina, Texas, Virginia, and Wisconsin. And it looks like the Wisconsin case is going to go to the Supreme Court. Michael Lee serves as senior counsel for the Democracy Program at the Brennan Center, part think tank, part advocacy group, with the goal of holding political institutions accountable. He's in New York today. Nice to see you. Thank you for being with us. I mentioned 7 cases, but I want to focus on 2 if we can. The Texas case and the Wisconsin case. So start by walking me through the issue in the Texas case, which really focuses on race.
It's important in 2 respects. First, it sets the stage for the eventual redrawing of Texas's congressional map, and that has, of course, both racial and political implications. But perhaps more importantly, what it does is it sets the stage for Texas potentially to be put back under pre-clearance using a provision of the Voting Rights Act called Section 3, which lets a court require pre-clearance if a jurisdiction was found to have intentionally discriminated against minorities, which Texas was.
4 districts found to be unconstitutional and, I guess, intentionally packed minority voters into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. When you talk about pre-clearance, what are you talking about?
So pre-clearance was something that was created under the Voting Rights Act of 1965, and it required jurisdictions that had a problematic history of discriminating in the area of voting, and that includes Texas, to submit all election law changes, including redistricting plans, to either a court or to the Department of Justice for pre-approval before they would go into effect.
Let's talk about Wisconsin. As I mentioned, that case looks like it's going to be heading to the Supreme Court, maybe.
Yeah.
I guess they were looking at the question of, is the map constitutional? Is there discriminatory intent, discriminatory effect? And looking at the natural geography kind of those regional areas, they found it maximized Republican advantages in assembly seats.
That's right. So partisan gerrymandering, unlike racial gerrymandering, is an area where the Supreme Court has struggled. It has long recognized that partisan gerrymandering is a problem, that it is hurtful to our democracy, but it's had trouble deciding when a map goes too far.
So how does clumping together minorities or clumping together Republicans or clumping together Democrats, how does that hurt democracy, as you say?
Well, it hurts democracy in a couple of ways. One is, what you've really seen is an effort to aggressively maximize seats. So you create a number of 52-48 districts that your party narrowly wins by breaking up your opponents just enough that they can never win a district, and that's becoming easier to do because of technology. So we know a lot more about people. We know about how likely they are to vote, what their propensities are politically, and we can draw districts that very reliably perform the way that they're supposed to. That's not what was intended. The framers thought that our legislatures would flip around a lot and really represent the sentiment of the people, but because of gerrymandering, that isn't happening. But a number of states have started to reform the process, like California, Arizona, and a number of other states, by creating redistricting commissions that they're given strict rules to follow. And that seems to have worked really well. They seem to have done a much better job of balancing out and really trying to take partisanship out of the process.
Michael Lee, nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate it.